Hey, is that Mona's car down there? What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Oh, me nothing. You're just nervous on this cat on a hot tin roof all day. This morning at breakfast, you got up and ran out of the room.
I'm sorry. I am. I just have a lot on my mind.
What can I help you with?
No, not this time, really. You can't do anything.
Now, what's the matter? You having angst about your new beauty book?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have hit a real snag in my entire beauty program.
Why don't you get some advice? Call an expert.
Nobody can help me with this, Mark.
What do you mean nobody can help you with this?
I said, nobody can help me.
You don't think that's going to help, do you?
Hoping that it's going to wipe things out for a while anyway.
Alcohol does not help you erase any problems. It just makes them worse. It's a depressant, you know.
Oh, come on. I'm not an alcoholic. One drink isn't going to hurt me.
Erica, put that down. You know that alcohol is terrible for the baby.
Baby? What baby?
Hello? Liz, this is Myrtle. Listen, you've got to leave right away. Get out of that room and I'll explain later.
You don't give up, do you?
No, this is serious. Julia is on her way to see you.
What?
Well, don't be surprised. You gave her a gift. She's coming over to thank you.
I just wanted to give her... She's here. There's someone at the door.
Don't you dare answer it. You can't take the chance.
I don't know. This just might be the right time.
No. I know what you mean. There'll never be the right time, Liz.
Okay. Here you go. Here.
Oh, what service?
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Ruth. I can really use this.
Oh, I tell you, it's been like a Saturday night around here.
Yeah, it has been busy. You know, I can deal with everything, but the kids really tear me apart.
What's that?
I need some help. I need some help here.
Okay, come on. Go fast. Get over here. Hold it. Here, gently. Go easy. Go easy. Just go easy.
Come on, let's go.
Are you able to get the pulse now?
Yeah,
120.
I don't think he's going to need any stitches.
What about a neuro? Anybody got a chance to do a neuro?
Not yet.
Okay, I think
BP is 74 over 40 and it's dropping quickly.
we're going to need some more
Nurse Hill, we're
fluid.
going to need some more fluids.
All right.
Okay.
I think I'll double check on the blood too. Oh, Jesse, come over with me. Listen, did you file an accident report?
Officer Dean is doing it now.
Who is he?
He's my instructor. He was driving.
You mean you were on duty?
Yeah, well, we were just coming off patrol and we got this call. Drunk driver headed west on Valley Road. We were there, so we took it.
You mean you saw Sky before the accident?
Yeah, and there was nothing we could do. She was going 80 miles an hour into that concrete.
Good Lord, Jesse, she could have been killed.
I'm telling you, she wasn't even wearing a seatbelt.
Oh.
You know I wouldn't have moved her, but the car was burning up and she was bleeding so bad we couldn't wait for the ambulance.
No.
Jesse, if you had acted so quickly, she could have bled to death. The gash was too deep.
She's going to be all right?
Well, we're going to do the best we can.
There are internal...
We've ordered 2 more units.
Well, I'm trying to locate Jeff. Pete's just coming off 10 hours in the OR. How's she holding?
Not too good. If we don't get her blood pressure up and get her into OR soon, we're going to lose her.
Please don't be mad at Sky, Tom.
It just ticks me off when she plays these games.
She's not playing. She's really hurt and upset.
Well, then why does she run away from me? Why doesn't she stay here and talk to me?
Because she thought you were coming back to tell her that it was all over between you two.
Oh.
She has a lot of pride, Tom.
Pride. She's behaving like a spoiled brat. All she wants is attention.
No, all she wants is your love.
This is not the way to get it, Stuart.
But then help her see the right way. She cares a lot about you.
I care about her, too. That's why I get so doggone mad when she trashes it. I'm pouting, refusing to see. I don't need this, Stuart.
I guarantee that she'll come by to say she's sorry before the end of the day.
I'm not looking for apologies. What I need is communication. Look, when you find her, if you could get that across to her, I would appreciate it.
Sure, I will.
All right. Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah. Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Chandler. Oh, hi, Jesse. No, no, it's not Adam. I'm Stuart. He's not here right now. Can I take a message? You are so lovely. I dreamed about this for so long, I can't believe it's actually happening. Oh, how I wanted you.
Well, I wanted you too.
You could have fooled me.
I know. I tried to hide it from myself. I'm so glad you persisted.
I couldn't give up. I knew somehow eventually it'd be worth all the frustration and waiting.
I'm tired of waiting.
I don't hear a thing. I don't hear a thing.
No, listen, it might be about Laura. Let me, I'll be real quick, okay? Just real quick.
Hello? Yes, it is. Oh, hi. Yes, he's here. Wait just a minute. I can't understand what you're saying. Yes, he's here. It's Stuart. He's crying. I can't understand what he's saying.
Stuart? No, wait, calm down. I can't understand. Just tell me what's happening. Look, hold on. I'll be there as soon as possible. This guy, she's been in a bad wreck. She's very badly injured.
Dear Mrs. Carlyle, I'm sorry you weren't in. I wanted to thank you in person. My mom explained about your late husband and granddad being so close. It was really nice of you to give me this lovely bracelet. I hope we can meet soon. Julie Chandler.
This
This is incredible news. Why would you want to keep something like this from me?
Oh, Mark, stop acting like it's terrific news. You're just as bad as my mother. All she thinks about is being a grandmother.
I think it's pretty exciting being an uncle.
Well, I don't like the idea much of being an unwed mother. Oh, there it goes again. What did I do to deserve this? Don't answer that. Oh.
All right, sweetheart, what is it, dear?
Do you want some water?
They call it morning sickness as a trick. Who would have babies if they knew they were going to have morning sickness morning, noon, and night?
Well, not everyone does, darling. Look, why don't you have a cracker and maybe just a little sip of tea?
Oh, well, maybe a cracker.
Oh, maybe Dr. Clater can give you something for your nausea. By the way, I wanted to ask you, what did he say?
Oh, Mother, it was so embarrassing I couldn't even look him in the eye. Oh.
Erica, this is 1987. Nobody's going to pin a scarlet letter on you for being single and pregnant.
Mark, I'm a public figure.
Yeah? Tall?
You just don't understand. I do not want this to get let out. Oh, I wish to heaven that Joe Martin didn't know about this.
Joe Martin is the one who discovered your condition. I would think that you'd be grateful.
Well, I'm not. I would have found out soon enough as it is. At least I wouldn't have had to worry about him. I mean, Dr. Clater, I can trust to keep his mouth shut. Joe, I cannot.
Joe Martin is totally trustworthy. Oh. And he certainly respects patient confidentiality.
You don't think there's any pillow talk between him and Ruth? It'll be all over town.
Is paranoia a side effect of pregnancy?
No. It's not a secret that you can keep forever either, honey.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months anyway.
Oh, you're both so funny. And neither one of you understands the spot that I'm in. Will you please think about this? What's going to happen if Travis finds out?
You haven't told Travis?
No, I haven't, and I don't intend to, Mark.
Erica, I strongly advise you that you should.
You have to.
I do
Is she
not.
serious?
Hello?
Well, hi. Look, I hope I'm not interrupting, but I...
Oh, Travis. Hi, of course not. It's very good to hear your voice. I was just thinking about you.
Well, we were really made for each other. Because here I am at work and I can't concentrate because I keep thinking about you. Look, I've got a great idea. Barbara and I have got to take a fellow out for dinner. His name is Ed Harcourt, and he's an important source that I need for campaign funds. And we don't want to do it in the New York City area, so I was thinking of having dinner at the Chateau, provided you can join us.
Tonight?
Well, I realize it's not much notice, but, well, your schedule has been so flexible lately. I thought that maybe...
Oh, well, I'm always like that, darling. However...
What? You will come, won't you?
Well, darling, you know that I really would like to, but it's my mother.
I thought you said that she was so much better.
Well, she is. It's just that she's so lonely. You know, it hasn't been that long since her husband died, and she's very lonely, and I promised that I would keep her company tonight.
Take her along.
Oh, no. Oh, no, that would be such an imposition.
No, not at all. Look, I like Mona. Now that I think of it, Harcourt is a widower. He's about Mona's age, and he's quite a charmer. She'll enjoy herself. Why don't I give her a call, and I'll invite her, and I'll just...
No, you don't have to do that. No. Okay, I'll accept for both of us. I'll call her, and it's wonderful. I'll bring her along, I'll call her, and I'll tell her to get dressed.
Good. Okay, why don't I come down and I'll pick you up in a little while, and we can have a cocktail before we go on out to dinner. I know that Harcourt isn't much of a drinker, but man, can he eat. We'll probably have a 5-course dinner tonight. He's a real sucker for seafood. In fact, he made sure that we called the Chateau and assured us that there was going to be plenty of lobsters and clams and smoked eels. That's apparently...
Yum. Oh, yum.
That's a delicacy he's very fond of, apparently. And between that and the desserts that they've got at the Chateau, like that white chocolate mousse, for example...
Travis, I have to run.
Oh, well, okay. Nothing's wrong.
No, nothing. I just have to run. I have to run and get dressed.
Well, you've got plenty of time. Is something wrong?
No, I'm excited. I'll see you later. Mother, go home and get dressed.
You mean he's asked us both to dinner?
Please don't say.
All right. Check on that next. How's it going there? You got her?
How about the
Pupils are dilated.
Okay. Good. The IV's here. We can start that right away.
Want to get the IVs started.
Keep going. Okay.
Tom.
Where is she? She's in there. They won't let me go in.
I gotta see her.
Tom. You can't go there, I'm sorry. Stuart, where is your brother? You said he was on his way.
Well, it's a long drive from Willow Lake.
He's not going to be here in time.
Joe, what are you saying? She's not gonna last till he gets here?
No, I don't mean that, but we need Adam. We want to operate on Sky as soon as we can get her stabilized.
What does Adam have to do with her operation?
He has to sign some forms. We need his permission to operate.
I'll give my permission. I'll do anything to help Sky. You won't let her die, will you?
No. We'll do everything we can. Okay, you come with me. We'll fill in some forms. Come on, Stuart.
Jesse, what are you doing here?
I brought her in.
Thanks. Thanks.
Tom, listen. They're doing everything they can, okay? And I've been watching. It's up to that team in there.
She's gotta make it. She just got to.
Myra? Oh, sorry. Are you all right?
Just thinking of Cliff. When Nina was so sure that he was alive, I began to believe it too.
Me too.
And then when it turned out she was right and he really wasn't on that plane, I thought...
I know. We all were filled with so much hope, weren't we?
Find out he was murdered. Just senselessly murdered.
I know.
Jasper and I, we sit and we talk and we try to find a meaning. I'm never going to find a meaning sitting around here in the dark. So I'd better go check on dinner. Now, you'll be joining us, of course.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I should have said something earlier to you.
Oh, you have to go to the chateau early.
No, Ross is taking Julie and I out to the hearth for dinner.
Oh, the three of... Oh, nice. A special occasion.
Well, I guess Ross thinks that we should celebrate the fact that Julie and I have smoothed things over, and Myra, maybe he and I can, too. We are going to see a marriage counselor.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm sorry. You must be pleased.
Yes. Well, no, actually, I'm afraid, Myra. I'm afraid that it's too little, too late.
I don't understand. With professional help, that's such a good place to start. And if Ross is willing, he
Well,
must want to say...
I am not sure that I'm willing anymore.
Why not?
Because I feel so drained. There has been so much anger, so much hurt between the two of us, and I don't know whether I have the strength to even try one more time, Myra. I don't.
Wait, you must. I mean, you have no other choice. You can't... You're not thinking of divorce.
It is a strong possibility.
Oh, Ellen, I'm sorry. I didn't realize things had... Of course, if there's nothing there to say, well, you must end it. I mean, anything else is unfair to you and to Ross and especially to Julie.
You're going to have such a good time, Julie.
No, I'm not. I don't want to go.
Oh, sweetheart. I bet you make a dozen friends before you know it.
But you're my best friend, Mom. I don't want anybody else. Can I stay?
Honey, we settled all this. You know I'm going to be very busy with work this month, and we won't see much of each other anyway.
Okay, I'll go. But when I get back, we're going to do everything together, right?
Sure we will.
Mom? What's wrong?
Nothing. I love you, that's all. With all my heart.
Promise me, no matter what happens, that you'll never forget how much I love you.
I thought I was doing the right thing, baby. I swear I did.
Liz, let me in.
What do you want?
I want to tell you you did the right thing.
You don't know anything about it.
I can tell by looking at you. You didn't let her see you.
No, but I wanted to. I wanted to hold her in my arms and tell her how much I love her.
Liz, don't fool yourself, honey.
I thought that what I did when I gave her up was the best thing for her. It isn't like you think that I dumped her and I ran away. Leaving my child was the most difficult thing that I've ever done in my life. And now that I found her, I don't see why I should do it again. I can't lose her again.
Oh, Lizzie.
The high level of alcohol in her blood is working against her.
Where's Sky? What's going on?
Well, right now we're trying to get her body fluids up so that she'll be ready for surgery.
Surgery? What? What kind of surgery?
For internal hemorrhaging.
Well, you please tell me what the hell's going on. I couldn't make any sense out of what Stuart said. Where is Stuart anyway?
Stuart's still at the chapel. He just couldn't face you, Adam. He feels very guilty.
Why? What did he do?
Nothing, really. He just feels that he could have stopped her from getting in the car. He didn't know where she'd gone when she left. She'd been drinking heavily.
Why was she so upset?
What'd you say to her, Tom? You must have done something to upset her. What the hell did you do to her?
Crash cart, Stat! Come on, let's go. Both roads. What the hell? Careful. Okay.
Paddle in the puddles.
Go! I'll get the alcohol, guys.
Come on, Sky.
No response.
Come on, don't give up on me now. Come on.
No response.
Sky, come on.
Well, there must be somebody who can tell me what's happening.
I'm sorry.
Joe. All right, we got a heartbeat back, and it's regular. Also, her pressure is finally increasing, so we think that very soon now we can get her into surgery.
Who's operating? I want your best man, Joe.
You got him. Jeff is scrubbing now. He's going to have a top team assisting him. Believe me, Adam, Sky is going to get the very best possible treatment.
All right, Cudahy, why don't you tell me what you said to her now?
Hey, you're not going to lay the blame on me for this.
Did something to upset her. She doesn't get drunk and jump in a car and drive it down the road. That's not what... No! You tell her you're through with her? You tell her that you've been playing with her like some toy?
The hell I have.
All right, calm down, all right?
She happened to find out that Brooke and I spent the night at Willow Lake, and she jumped to the wrong conclusion.
Why didn't you explain it to her?
I did my damnedest. I went over there twice to talk to her. She refused to see me. According to Stuart, she thought I was on my way over to tell her that Brooke and I were back together, and she had trouble dealing with that, Adam. And I have not been playing with her feelings. And you know better than anybody that nothing happened between Brooke and me.
I'm sorry. I lost my temper. I just don't know what I'm going to do if I lose her.
Well, neither do I.
Jesse, I didn't know you were still here.
Yeah, well, I sort of feel like I'm part of the team, you know what I mean?
No, not exactly.
I mean, being a part of saving somebody's life, it's a good feeling.
Jesse, what you did today was very heroic.
Yeah, well, you're the one that deserves the medals around here.
Me?
Yeah, I saw you in there when Sky's heart stopped. Before they could get her hooked back up to the machine, you were in there pulling and pushing her back to life.
Yeah, well, it's just part of the job.
Yeah, well, it's really something.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to have to get upstairs because they're going to be taking Sky into emergency. So, listen, you don't need to hang around for that.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I should get home, get washed up. But I just want to let you know that even though you might not get any medals around here, Angela, you're the hero here in my book.
Don't you look marvelous? Yes, indeed you do. That's very fetching.
Well, thank you very much. You look pretty great yourself.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I know you have this glow about you. I don't know what else to say about it. It just, your lights are on and you're humming with energy. It's very attractive.
That's called happiness, Barbara. I don't think you've ever seen me this happy before.
Well, not in a long time, I haven't. Why the sudden surge?
Well, because everything is going perfectly now. The campaign is right on track. I'm not having any more
Yes,
problems.
but we are going to have to pick up speed in the months ahead, Travis.
Don't worry. I've got my hand on the throttle, and everything else is coming along just fine. You and I have worked out our problems. We're getting along.
Mm.
And on top of that, everything is right with the world. And I'm on my way to see the woman that I love.
Can't you see how this pregnancy just ruins everything?
Not if we start with the premise that you and Travis love each other.
Mark, nothing will kill Travis's love for me faster than if he thinks he's being manipulated. Believe me, I know him very well.
You didn't get pregnant on purpose.
Well, that's great if you know that. I'm very happy.
Come on. Of course he'll believe you.
Mark, even if he does, okay, the fact remains he would feel that he has to marry me.
Well, is that so awful? I mean, I thought you were dying to marry him.
I am. But I don't want him to feel like he's forced into marrying me. He would resent me. Mark, nothing kills love faster than resentment.
Well, why don't you play it cool? Tell him that you won't marry him under these circumstances.
Oh, Mark, what do you mean? I mean, how can I possibly...
Erica, you won't be the first celebrity in history to have a baby out of wedlock. And they're certainly not going to run you out of town on a rail.
You seem to be forgetting that Travis is running for the United States Senate. He doesn't need an illegitimate child. The media would massacre him.
Wait a minute here.
I can't wait a second. I just can't do this. I just can't.
Look, let's never mind Travis for a minute.
I can't forget about him. He's my main concern.
What about you? How do you feel about this baby? You haven't said one word about wanting it.
Because I can't even think of it as a real child yet. I mean, I just think of it as this enormous problem that I have to get rid of.
You could. Are you going to?
Abortion. It's a very serious step.
So is having a baby. And you've got to decide one way or the other, and you've got to do it pretty damn soon.
Well, it's just too big a decision to rush into.
I don't think you can. Not without getting Travis's input.
Mark, I just finished explaining to you why I do not want to force him into anything.
Well, then, so explain that to him. But, Erica, this is his baby, too. You have to give him a chance.
Yes, well, right now I have got to go upstairs and get dressed for this dinner of his.
Erica, don't take his reaction for granted. This baby might mean the world to him.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would with the right timing.
Will you forget timing?
I can't forget timing, Mark. I'm sorry. I have to think of everything. I love Travis. I know how much he wants to be senator.
That doesn't mean that he can't be a father as well.
Oh, no, of course not. Right now he's on an agenda, okay? I really don't want to mess it up for him. And Mark, I really believe that once he's elected, he will ask me to marry him, and then we'll have a great life together.
But the fact that he's a father right now, it might mean more to him than you realize.
No, I know him pretty well.
Don't presume to know this. Erica, a man might not actually know how he feels about being a father until he is one. I'm talking from experience.
It was different with you. You were married to Ellen. You wanted the baby right away.
He might want this one as much as I wanted mine. You have to tell him, Erica. You have to.
Well, first I have to think about this, Mark. I have to think about this long and hard because it's just too much riding on this decision.
Erica,
What?
talk to me before you do anything.
I really do appreciate your advice, Mark.
Are you kidding? I'm so glad you called. I've been missing you like crazy already. Now, Charlie, I told you not to worry about that. I'm going to take care of it. I know. I don't want to hang up either. Will you call me as soon as you get there? I love you. That was Charlie.
Could have fooled me.
Well, his plane's delayed, so he's still stuck at the airport. He had to call me collect, but I promised when the bill comes in, I'm going to pay for it.
Oh, honey, look, your father was going to pay for your trip to California anyhow, and then it got canceled. I think we can foot a few phone bills for you.
Oh, thank you. But I have it all figured out with the time difference. If I call late at night, I can still save some money.
Well, all right. Look, your father and I really do appreciate your sense of responsibility about money, honey, but you don't have to worry.
Well, I was taught early by my mother.
Hey, come on, don't be so self-conscious. Your mother what?
She had to be careful with her money.
Oh, did she work?
Yeah, she didn't have a 9-to-5 office job. My mom was an actress and a musician.
Oh, that's right. You said that she used to play the piano, didn't she? Sweetheart, would you like to take piano lessons?
No, thanks. What is it that Myra told me about that we're not eating home tonight?
No, your father is taking us to the hearth.
Really? That makes me think of when we lived on Maple Drive. Do you remember how we'd go to the hearth once a month?
Oh, yes. Well, I guess your father thought this was the perfect place because it had so many good memories.
Well, what's tonight? Is it something special, some kind of anniversary? I don't know about?
No. But, well, certainly could be for the future. This could be a date to mark a new beginning for our family.
What do you mean?
Sweetheart, your dad and I have decided to go see a marriage counselor.
Oh, Mom. You couldn't have said anything that would make me happier. I've been so scared that the two of you are going to split up.
And Julie, we do have serious problems, but this is the first step to solve them, okay?
Yes. And I'm so glad that Dad agreed. It's kind of hard to believe.
Whoa. You remember that yelling a couple of months ago when I first brought it up? Do you know this time, though, this was his suggestion?
Oh, Mom, that's fantastic. It's like you're halfway there.
Oh, Julie, no, this isn't going to be a breeze. Therapy sometimes can be very tough. But I want you to know something. I'm going to try very, very hard to make this work.
all I need to hear. I love you so much.
I love you.
Lizzie. Darling, I'm not heartless. I know how tough it's been for you.
Can't possibly. No one can.
A lot of people have to give their kids away. I am just sorry I had to be so rough about it.
I honestly thought that what I did would protect Julie. That if she found out what I did for a living, that it would do her more harm.
No, darling, that's history. You made your decision. Now, leave it alone.
I can't. I hate what I did to Julie. And when I met Neville, we decided that we would...
Darling, justifying and second guessing doesn't help. I mean, we can't snap our fingers and forget the past. We have to live with it.
Julie is part of me. She's my own flesh and blood.
I know. But that doesn't stop people from hurting each other.
I want to do so much for her. I want to make up for all that's happened to her.
Yes, I know you do. But Ross and Ellen have done that. They took her out of the orphanage and... Oh, Liz, you should have seen her. A sad-eyed girl, shunted back and forth to foster homes and told that she was too old to be adopted.
Please don't.
Darling, she's a far cry now from that happy girl that you saw at the dance. And do you know why? Ross and Ellen have given her all that love and all that affection. And now you're here and you want to take it away from her?
No, I only want to give Julie my love, too. And anyway, she's older now, and I really think that she could understand the mistakes that I made.
No. That's wishful thinking. Don't be foolish, darling.
And don't you be a fountain of wisdom.
I'm not. But deep down, you know I'm right. You proved it today.
What do you mean?
You didn't open the door. And you could have. Easily.
Oh, I was afraid. It all happened so quickly. I didn't know what to do or say.
No. There was some instinct in you that told you it was better for Julie if you left her alone.
And there is some instinct in me that tells me that I gave up the chance to get my daughter back.
Now, I agree with Mark. You've got to discuss this with Travis, and I mean tonight.
This is not a democracy, Mother. And anyway, I can't discuss it with him tonight. That's out of the question, because he is entertaining someone very, very important.
I don't think Mona's suggesting that you tell him the news between the soup and the salad.
Oh, really? When would you like me to tell him? On the dance floor?
Oh, come on, Erica. You know you're going to spend time with Travis alone afterwards. You may even spend the night here.
Oh, not if that lousy Barbara has set up a meeting for him first thing in the morning.
All we're suggesting is that you're going to have a little time together alone, and that we think that would be a good time for you to tell him the news.
Well, I can't tell him tonight. I just don't know enough.
Erica, what more do you need to know? You're pregnant. He's the father.
You stop doing that. Stop simplifying things, Mark. All men are not like you.
Has Travis ever indicated that he hates children?
You know, it doesn't matter if he hates children. Even if he didn't hate children, it wouldn't mean that he would be so thrilled about being a father. I don't know his true feelings. And until I do, I will not...
I'll get it. Travis!
Travis! Hi, darling. Oh, my goodness, you're so nice and early. Isn't this wonderful? But look at us. We're all ready. We're waiting for you.
So, you look stunning.
Thank you.
Mona, hi. You're looking quite lovely. I'm so happy that you can join us tonight.
Thank you very much, and I was thrilled that you invited me.
Oh. Well, are you going to be playing tonight?
No, it's my night off. You want a drink?
Vodka and tonic, please.
Sure. Mona, ginger ale?
Yes, please.
Erica, I know what you're having.
Darling, I haven't seen you since you went to Monroe. How did it go?
Oh, the conference. Actually, the conference turned out quite well. We spent a lot of time talking about funding for education. And, of course, there are those people who think we should cut back on it, but I think I managed to make my point.
And what is your position?
Well, simply that providing a good education for all our children, and I mean all of them, is the best defense this country can have.
Well, got my vote.
You must care a great deal about children.
Well, we certainly have no future without them.
Well, actually, I meant it in a more personal way. Thank you, honey.
Meaning what?
Well, you're caring about children. You'd like to have some of your own, wouldn't you?
Oh, sure. Someday. But I'm certainly glad I don't have any right now. I was just saying to Barbara the other day how glad I was that the two of us never had any children. I mean, taking care of a child is certainly the last thing I need right in the middle of a campaign.
Joe, she looks pale. Is she losing ground?
She's stable enough for surgery, and that's what counts. We've got to get in there to stop the internal bleeding.
Sky, listen to me. You gotta hang on. You're my daughter, damn it. You got what it takes to hang in there. So just don't let go. You hear me? I love you. Sky. Don't you leave me now. I need you, Sky. And you come back to me.